Alright guys, how's it going? So I moved. The walls in here need to be a different color, and hopefully we're going to get some more furnishing and maybe some sound dampening in here because there is a slight bit of echo, so sorry if you hear that today. But we're going to look at Reddit. I call that strong teeth. Is it just grit? Yeah. Honestly, grit is a really funny skill. Like, it can be really useful, but sometimes it'll actually proc when it's not supposed to, and it'll just end up spamming the noise of grit. Because as far as I'm aware, if you are below health gate, like if you get tripped to health gate and you have health gate's little like timer going where you have brief invulnerability, grit can proc in that time. And it isn't really supposed to because you aren't really taking damage during that time. But the game registers that you could be, and so grit just keeps making hammer noises, and I just really like the noise. Sometimes I spec it just because it's funny and not actually because it's very useful. But yeah, it's fun. Hey, my post made it on here. Look at that. All right. I might upload this VOD. I don't know. So basically, to explain, I'm in Joltz's Discord, and somebody in the Borderlands 2 chat was talking about how people typo the frog nozzle a lot, and they made a little picture where they cut a head, like the head off of a frog, and then they just put it on the front of the barrel, and they just left it at that. And I was like, hey, can I like go further with this idea? And they were like, they like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, unless I was asking them for like moral dilemma reasons, because like then no, obviously. But yeah, so then I decided to stream the creation of the frog nozzle. It was quiet. We were all just like sitting. Nobody was making noise. Nobody was talking. There were like 7 or 8 people just watching me just take a picture of a frog and just splitting it up into several pieces of the gun here. I don't know why people hung out for it, but I appreciate them for it anyway. And it might become a follower emote on the Twitch as well. So if you're on there, you'll see it on there. Oh yeah. No, actually, yeah, these displays are really cool. It's really weird how they work, but I really like them, yeah. The fact that you can program them to actually work properly is incredible to me. I don't understand how it properly works fully, because like it would have to spin at such a high speed and you would have to display everything with such perfect timing that like I could never fathom how to make this, but it is super cool. Just going through Tiny Tina's assault on Dragon Keep and this happened, right? He's dead. You're shooting dudes. Looks pretty normal. Okay. I mean, we're just playing the game here, right? Oh? Wait. Hold on, how does that work? I'm gonna try to guess. I have no guess. I don't understand. I don't see what could have applied so much knockback there. That's actually like really bizarre. Huh. Yeah, because I've never seen anything like this. Was there... Did you jump before you got hit? Is that what it is? No. Oh. Yeah, that's really weird. I don't have a justification for this. I wish I did. Never have I known such pain. Alright, we're boosting late. So we don't get to make the jump. Oh, we did make the jump. Okay. So then what's the issue? Oh. You're just really flubbing the race. That's what's happening. Okay. We can fix this. This is an easy fix. So this is the tier 3 of the death race. All you need to do, get a bandit technical, maybe get the afterburner if you can get the afterburner, if you have the time and you care enough. And then whenever you go to start the race, spawn your barrel technical and immediately start driving. The countdown will continue to tick even though you left the area, and you'll get a jump on your first set of lap, and then you can do your second set, and then you should always finish with a good handful of seconds left. It should be pretty consistent. Why Marcus have canned pizza? Oh. You know, I don't know why there's pizza in a can, but I would give it a go. I don't know why. I just, like, if it's done properly, it'd be like a lasagna, but just like pizza layers instead. That would probably be delicious, really. Because, I mean, yeah, it's basically just stacked pizza. I'd try it. Sal will never stop being a broken mess. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is the thing that Jolts literally just showed off a couple days ago at this point. So, whenever you're holding a toothpick and you have a mouthwash equipped, you get 200% extra damage for your toothpick. But for some reason, on Salvador, if you offhand the toothpick and you still have that mouthwash on, it'll apply the damage to your main hand instead. Now, it sounds really cool, like, wow, 200% extra gun damage for my main hand. That's really OP. But at the same time, you have to consider that the Grog and the Lady Fist both give pretty good crit bonuses, especially the Lady Fist, because that's directly what people use it for. So it's a neat little trick, but it does actually sort of act like a handicap at the same time, given the fact that it's so much harder to get to a mouthwash than it is to get to like a Lady Fist or a Grog. Devs watching players skip dialogue after spending millions of dollars and hiring hundreds of voice actors. Alright, listen. So, if you play a video game for the story, I appreciate you and I respect you. But you have to understand, there is a great portion of the community that plays the game solely to build a character up and to enjoy the progression of the video game. Dialogue gets in the way. Cutscenes get in the way. If you want to make a funny Salvador, or if you want to make like a funny Zero or an Axton or something like that, every second you spend waiting for dialogue or waiting for a cutscene is a second that you're not spending doing the funny Axton, Sal, or Zero thing. So it's just a thing. If you like the dialogue, cool. Some people don't like the dialogue. That's where the rest of the game comes into play. I'm sure that developers are also of similar mindsets, and they totally get it too. But yeah, sometimes we want to skip dialogue. I don't care what you say, this is perfect for me, especially since I'm taking on the peak. Okay, yes, please, more of this mentality. Because, hear me out, it's not perfect, obviously. It's genuinely like, this is as imperfect can be sometimes, but this is OP1. You have a Lyuda, and it's corrosive. That's all that matters. That's really all that matters. If you need, like, oh, I have to have a matching grip, and I have to have the critical damage prefix, and I have to have the right scope on it, and I gotta have the right stock, like, that's too much. You're in OP1. You got 9 more to go. There's plenty of time to get perfect Lyudas in the future. Just get one that works. Get the good element. That's about it. Maybe like 1 or 2 nice parts if you're really specific and picky, but like that's all you really need. You'll be fine. Alright, it looks like we're already pretty much towards the bottom here. So, guys, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hopefully now that I'm moved, I have some other stuff I need to do, of course. Like, I still need to get employed. We still need to go grab the car that I'm going to be driving, and so I've got a couple other things, so I might not have time to upload as much, or I might miss a day or 2 on stream, but whenever we get that figured out, hopefully it'll be better. This room will be a different color, it'll be nice and dark. It's Oxford gray. I didn't want to use Oxford gray, but I really like the color, and I found out the color before I found out the name, but the name sounds so pretentious that it's like, but it's whatever. And then we'll get some stuff in here. It'll help with the echo a little bit. And no dogs in the background ever on a stream, so that's great. YouTube won't be affected much because anytime the dogs barked, I just kind of like cut it out or like fix it. But like for streams, it's great. And hopefully now that I'm here, I can just kind of like do whatever. We're We're really close to 1,000 subs. I'd appreciate it if we could top off. Like, genuinely, it'd be great. Whenever we hit 1,000, I do have the capacity to go ahead and monetize the channel. That means any advertisements you see would actually benefit me instead of just going straight to YouTube. So if you've been hanging out and you want to help with that, I'd appreciate it. Then anytime you see an ad, at least you'd know like, hey, it's helping. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment if you have any ideas. Thanks for hanging out. Have a nice day.